everyone, this is Christy, SaltyStitcherDesigns. I design cross-stitch projects based on my travel and some other interests, and I'm here today for the July recap video. So again, Flosstube number 76, and we'll be taking a look at July and some plans for August, as well as some new releases. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to start right off the bat with my fully finished objects. So I had two, and if we just dip into WIPGO also, these would be my WIPGO calls for working on my original designs. And so our first fully finished project is Pumpkin Patch. And this is stitched on a 36 count Fabrics by Stephanie Sassenach, stitched with Threadworks and DMC. Try not to get the glare in there. This is a brand new release that's going to be at Needlework Marketplace. I'm pretty excited about that. So if you want this chart, hard copy chart, go ahead and pre-order it with your favorite local needlework shop. And the second fully finished object this week is also a new release, and this is the puppy. So my mom stitched this on a overdyed Ada. It's about, I think it's 16 count, and just a continuation of my positive and negative space patterns. And yeah, there's a good look at the puppy. I think she used DMC 823 on this one. And while we're on new releases for Marketplace, this one is Tahiti. There we go. Tahiti. And then I have two others. The kitty. This is stitched on Atomic Ranch fabric, and the thread is Karen Water Lilies Frangipani. And also for Tahiti, it's on Atomic Ranch fabric. It is Gloriana Silk, 36 count Atomic Ranch and Gloriana Silk. You need 2 skeins of silk for this one. And then the second to last new release, this is Hibiscus, and that's a beautiful flower, also on Atomic Ranch fabric with Karen Water Lilies in the color Flame. Yeah, I love these. So if you want a hard copy of these, go ahead and tell your local needlework shop and pre-order them now. We are in Needlework Marketplace season, and check with your local needlework shop on how they're doing pre-orders and when they're cutting off those pre-orders. Needlework Marketplace is August 22nd through the 25th. So really exciting time for designers. And okay, what are we gonna do next? So July WIPGO was numbers 2 and 16. So I just showed you my own designs that I was working on. And let's move on to full coverage. So my full coverage projects, the first one was the diver. And I worked on this all last weekend. The diver is my friend diving. It's a picture of him diving in Hawaii, down by the Buddha. And I put it through a color filter and kind of came out with this abstract pattern, which I really love, because the underwater pictures, they're really hard to convert. So grateful to have that filter and conversion. And so this is where I am. I finished almost 2 pages. So I worked all in here, filled in. So we'll try and put a picture up there of where I was last, but I did a good 1,500 stitches and just filled in right here. So now I'm starting to work on the diver over here. And the way I stitch full coverage, so there's a couple ways people do it. The way I choose to do it is I start in the top left corner and I pick that one thread of that color and I stitch it all the way across as long as the thread will last, and then I go to the next color and start in that and work my way. And I'll go across, sometimes down, depending on where that color takes me. Yep, so that's a good progress. It's starting to, I'm starting to see a little bit of progress on it, which is always nice in a full coverage. This is not my oldest whip, but it's getting there. So we're gonna work on this a little bit more. But for now, for July, we're gonna put it back in the whip pile, see if it's called again. And yep, it was not called for August, so that's gonna go back in the whip pile. Okay, and sorry, I have multiple piles here for you. Okay, the second full coverage called was Hare and Bessie. So I have it in this wonderful Garon toten bag. Look at those cats. So much fun. Ronnie, you outdid yourself on this bag. So I stitched Hare and Bessie. Oh, that's Ladybird. Okay. Hare and Bessie, and I've been up in the top corner here, and I just got to Hare right here. So I'm working on him. And again, I'll find a picture and put it up where it was last. And here is my progress. So I filled in all of this area and then started adding some of the white thread in. Again, made great progress on Hare and Bessie, and it's starting to come together. Right below here is the orange cushion, and I think I'm going to leave that for a little while because it's the only real bit of pop of color that we have in this picture. So I'm going to wait to stitch that a little bit and just keep working on Hare and his ear there. Okay, so that was Hare and Bessie, and August WIPGO call number 12 actually has Hare and Bessie back in it. So we're gonna put Hare and Bessie back in the bag for August. So this is the Aunt Judy bag, and this is the bag I use to tote all of my projects down into the living room to my stitchy spot. So Hare and Bessie went back into the bag for August. And then, okay, going back to July WIPGO, those were my full coverages. And now for the my other whip by another designer was Mermaid Treasures. And that was called for both number 2 and 16. So I'm trying to get the pattern out for you guys. Okay, Bella Filippina, Mermaid Treasures, Amethyst. There we go. And she is absolutely beautiful. I put a ton of stitches in on her. I'm not going to take her out of the Q-snap because you can see that she now has a face and some back stitching in her. Her hair is done. Most of her torso is done. So I am really excited about this one. So this one is pretty cool. I really like how this is turning out. This is on, oh gosh, I took the label off. It is on a hand-dyed by Rolanda, a 32 count Lugana, and it's opalescent. And there she is again. And I am so excited because for August WIPGO number 12, Mermaid is back. So she is staying for the next month. What's exciting about picking the Mermaid is that I also have another Mermaid in here, the Primative Hare, and as you know, when I put 2 charts in, it's a bonus chart to stitch. So I'm still working on Cosmic Mermaid, and I got some great progress in on her. You can take a look at my last few videos. I show her where I was there. Oh, don't want to lose that needle. And this is where I am right now. I did a lot of her tail, and now I'm just going to continue working down her tail this month. So this is pretty exciting. So we have a twofer again, and maybe I can finish Cosmic Mermaid this month. That would be a great goal. I don't think I'll finish the Mermaid Treasures, Amethyst. I don't think I'll finish her, but maybe Cosmic Mermaid will be a finish. Okay. So this goes back in the Aunt Judy bag because it is going to be worked on in August. And then, okay, so that does it for July WIPGO. Other things that I worked on Lady of the Flag, and I also showed it in my last video. I think I'm gonna try and keep Lady of the Flag out. I got most of the bottom of her dress stitched, and I want to come down and finish the rest of her dress. So if I have time in August, I'm gonna work on that. I really want to finish her by the end of the year. So that is Lady of the Flag. So we'll keep her also in the potential whip bag. And then I worked on Cosmic Mermaid. I'm sorry, we already talked about Cosmic Mermaid. I worked on Put a Bird on It. And of course, new month, new 1,200 stitches on Put a Bird on It. This is a modern folk embroidery pattern, and it is by, well, it's a modern folk embroidery pattern, and this is a stitch along with the Sunshine Stitchers. I know I kind of did that backwards, but I think, so I worked my way down in this corner, so now I'm just going to come across and see if I can't connect the bottom and then fill in the rest. So I'm using Silks for You PR 148. Silks for You PR 148 on a Manny Dodana 40 count Summer Sunset. It is so pretty. Oh, wait. That's better. There we go. That's better. It is so pretty. This is a great travel stitch for me as long as I have enough light and some magnification. So she is actually going to go on my August work trip with me and on some leave. So that's exciting. Okay. That was it for my fully finished, new releases, July WIPGO. Let's move on to August WIPGO. So August WIPGO numbers were 12 and 15. So I am going to work on new designs. So that goes in the bag. My first new design is also in Needlework Marketplace. It's called Surfs Up. And I'm really excited about this one. I've been dying to put this big compass rose in a pattern. So I'm gonna stitch Surfs Up on Fabrics by Stephanie, Frozen Fractals. I love, it has a bit of purple in it, so hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to use Sulky thread, but I will also have a DMC conversion. So these are the 4 Sulky colors. And it'll have a DMC conversion. So I'm also taking this to work on that. And then the my second original design, I'm designing for a retreat. So I'm not going to show that to you, but I will be stitching on that as well in August. So that goes in my bag. Oh, let's put the picture. I already showed you Hare and Bessie for my full coverage, and then the lanterns are making another appearance. So here are the lanterns, and I'm going to try and get a couple thousand stitches on the lanterns and maybe fill out this lantern right here. This is where I am so far. This is the top left corner, and I'm going to try and fill in this lantern, which is going to be a lot of fun. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to take me roughly 3,000 stitches to fill in that side of that red lantern, but I'm pretty excited about it. So this, I typically don't take my full coverages on vacation unless I'm really close to a finish. So this will go in the bag, and we'll work on it when I get back, probably mid-August, if I had to guess when I'll pull that out. Okay, and then other designers that I like to stitch, we already talked about the Mermaid. She was called again, so that's August WIPGO number 12. And then the Mermaid and, sorry, the Egret and the Dolphin. And this is a Jean Farish design. I think she originally released this for a retreat on a cruise. Anyway, it's one of my favorite Jimmy Buffett quotes. And on this particular one, I'm not stitching the alphabet or the borders. I'm just going from the quote, the dolphin, the egret, down to include the Caribbean. And I think I'm going to leave the name off. So there we go. And that's the dolphin and the egret. This is where I am right now. So I've done part of the top border, some of the letters, some of the motifs, and I'm going to keep working on that. I'm looking for, that is, I'm gonna have to get back to you on the fabric that I'm using. So we'll work a little bit on the egret and the dolphin. That's going in there. Okay, so that is August WIPGO. We already talked about Sal's. We already talked about one of the Sal's, the Pretty Bird on it, but I have challenged Nisi Lynn and Patty Penn and my friends at Table 24 to join me in a Sal. It is Boomerang Stitches, Freak for the Beak. And I'll put it in the description, but we can probably do hashtag Freak for the Beak. Keep it at that. So I already have it kitted up. I kitted it up at StitchCon. I'm gathering all of my accoutrement that goes with it, and I'll be stitching it on a Bestitch Me 40 count Verdal in the color Lunar. So I think that is going to be really beautiful on that. And I have it in my Garon toten bags, it looks like peacock feathers. So ladies, if you want to join me, it's time, I think, to start for a new start on Freak for the Beak. Okay. What else? What else am I up to? I just received maybe a couple weeks ago, Just Cross Stitch magazine, the Halloween version. There are some really fun patterns, especially if you like Halloween. Just looking at the project gallery in the back, just a lot of fun. So if you like Halloween, go ahead and grab this issue because it is amazing. And if I remember after this, I received 2, so I will put one. Actually, I have not done a giveaway since I reached 4,000 subscribers. So we're going to do a giveaway today for my extra Halloween Just Cross Stitch magazine. So if you want this copy and you love stitching Halloween, please leave me a comment and use the word, let's see, use the word ghost. I don't think I've said that anywhere. So use the word ghost, common spelling, throw it in the comments, and I will pick your name next week and send you the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. And I was just look at number 76. Okay, I love this little guy right here. I don't know if you can see him well. I love this little guy, number 76. I may have to stitch him. I usually don't stitch a lot of Halloween, but he is just too cute, that bird. He is too cute. So he is going on my list to stitch. There's some incredible designs. I mean, look at this one. Look at number 19. That's gorgeous. Anyway, great issue. Nice job on this issue. The designers are fantastic. The selection is fantastic. So yeah, go ahead and check this out. And if you want a copy of Just Cross Stitch Halloween, leave me a comment, ghost, with the word ghost in it. Please be 18 so I can get your address. Don't say free, don't say giveaway. We don't want any of the trolls coming by. So just mention ghost in your comment and I will draw for it. I don't get back from my trip until the 10th of August, so it'll probably be right around my mid-month update for you. Okay, so that was, where am I going? What am I doing? So I'm heading out on a work trip tomorrow, and then I'm heading over to Florida, and my husband and I are closing on our house in Orlando. So I'm really excited about that. Gonna do some travel stitching between the new home orientation, the closing date, the inspections. We're gonna be down there pretty much all week. And I don't know if you guys are looking at the weather, but it is over 100 degrees in Orlando. So we may do a couple of the parks. And if I do, I will certainly take some pictures and some video, and you can catch my park updates and travel updates over on my travel YouTube channel, Castle and Compass Adventures. So please head over there, maybe subscribe if you're into some travel. I have a few videos up already, and looking to put some Animal Kingdom and maybe Epcot videos out after this trip. But it is going to be really hot, so and it's going to be a busy week, so we'll see. But head over to my travel channel, Castle and Compass Adventures. I'd love to see you over there. Okay, back to cross stitch. I purchased one pattern this week. I forget what Flosstube I saw it on, but this is Quaint Rose Needle Arts and Captain Patchy Pelican. So I bought this this pattern this week. I really love this pelican. I love that it's huge. He's huge. I love that he's overlooking the lighthouse. I like that he's got a fish in his mouth. This is just a lot of fun. I'll put this in the category of charts I wish I designed. So well done, Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I love it. I'm going to put it in my pile of new starts. Maybe not this month, but new starts this year. Okay, let's see. I got my trunk show back from StitchCon. I still need to unpack, do a bit of an inventory and prep for the next trunk show. Future plans looking out. I'm going to be at Stitching in the Wild in September. So if you're going, I will see you there. I will also have some of my new releases in the shop with Gary and Ronnie. So that's exciting. Yeah, I think that is about it. Got a lot of stitching in this month. Pretty excited. And yeah, if you are in the Midwest, if you are in any of the states, it's a brutal summer. So please stay cool, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you maybe mid-month. All right, bye.